Yo, Funcom, what are you doing over there? Killing more bugs? I thought we supposed to be playing a video game based on the movie Dune, but so far with all the bugs you got in this game, it's starting to look more like Starship Troopers.
Kill them! Kill them all!
Well, while you're dancing like a fool, tell these people to subscribe so that I can keep them up to date with your latest shenanigans. And with that, let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into the brand new update 1.2 for Dune Awakening that just dropped on the test servers, and wow, there's a lot to talk about. Some really cool new stuff, but also some pretty annoying bugs. We need to warn you about it, so grab your still suits because we're heading into the desert to see what's changed. First stop, Arakeen City gets a makeover. Alright, so when you first log into Dune Awakening after this update, you'll notice Arakeen looks way busier than before. There's this new blue quest panel that's basically like a job board where you can pick up missions. Pretty standard stuff, but what's really cool is the brand new appearance change shop. Now here's the thing, it's kinda hidden in this back alley, and you have to look for this glowing blue face hologram to find it. It's like a little treasure hunt. Once you find it though, changing your character's looks is super easy. Just walk up, pick your new style, pay 5,000 Solaris, that's the game's money, and boom, new you. I really like that they made you explore a bit to find it instead of just putting it right in your face. It rewards curious players, which is always good game design, but here's where things get a little sketchy. Even though the appearance changer works great, other stuff in the city feels kinda laggy. When you try to talk to NPCs, sometimes they take forever to respond, and clicking on things doesn't always work the first time. It's not game breaking, but it's definitely noticeable. Harko Village, the good and the annoying. Next up, let's talk about Harko Village. The good news first, they finally fixed the map. Remember how you used to get completely lost trying to find anything? Well, that nightmare is over. The village map actually makes sense now, which is honestly something that should have been fixed ages ago. They also put the same blue quest panel here, and guess what? The appearance changer is back too. Same blue face hologram, same 5,000 Solaris price. I love that they kept it consistent. Once you learn what to look for in one place, you can find it everywhere else. But unfortunately, Harko has the same laggy NPC problems as Arakeen. Maybe even worse actually. Sometimes you'll click on a character and absolutely nothing happens. You have to walk away, come back and try again. It's pretty frustrating when you're just trying to turn in a quest. Look, I get it, this is a test server. Bugs are expected, but when basic interactions don't work smoothly, it makes the whole game feel unpolished. The main story is completely broken right now. Okay, this is the big one, and I need to be really clear about this. Do not try to play the main storyline right now. Just don't do it. The new main quest missions are crashing left and right. Characters aren't saying their lines, quest objectives aren't updating, and sometimes the game just completely freezes. I've seen players lose hours of progress because of these crashes. What makes it even worse is that the bug reporting system isn't working properly either. So when you do find a bug, which you definitely will, you can't even report it to help the developers fix it. My advice, stick to side quests and exploration until they patch this mess. There's still plenty to do in the game, and you won't risk losing your progress to a crash. Hagga Basin, cool ideas, weird execution. Now let's talk about something actually fun, the new dynamic events in Hagga Basin. You'll see these red flares shooting up in the distance, and when you go check them out, you'll find NPCs who either sell you resources or give you quick missions to clear out enemy bases. I love this concept. It makes the world feel more alive, and it gives solo players something bite-sized to do between bigger adventures. The problem is the flares look really weird. The light seems to bleed through buildings, and only one flare lights up properly at a time. When you turn your camera, the previous one goes dark while the new one brightens up. It's like the game engine can't handle multiple light sources or something. The actual missions are fine though. Nothing too complicated. Just go here, shoot these guys, collect your reward. The resource vendor sells 100 iron every few days, which seems pretty generous, but the developers can always adjust prices later. Vehicle changes that actually matter. Here's some good news for vehicle fans. They made some really nice improvements to cars and flying machines. The repair sounds are different, just cosmetic stuff. But assault vehicles can now carry way more stuff, double the weight capacity and extra storage slots. This makes resource runs so much less annoying because you're not constantly running out of space. You can also rename your vehicles, storage containers, and crafting stations now. The text entry feels super slow though, probably because there's some kind of filter checking for bad words. There's also this new permission system with numbers. 1 means everyone can use it, 5 means only you can use it. Makes sense once you figure it out, but it might confuse veteran players at first. The coolest part is that vehicle names show up in system logs now. So when your ride gets destroyed, you'll know exactly which one bit the dust. They don't show up in storage lists yet, but that's probably coming in a future update. Oh, and the chat filter is way stricter now. Sometimes it blocks perfectly innocent words while letting obvious jokes through. Automated filters are always a work in progress, I guess. User interface improvements that should have existed already. They added quest tracking to the map, which is honestly embarrassing that it took this long. You can now turn quest markers on and off to reduce screen clutter. Revolutionary stuff, right? The death screen is clearer now too. Instead of generic icons, you get distinct symbols for vehicles, bases, and respawn points. No more guessing where you want to come back to life. But here's something controversial. They removed checkpoint stations from deep desert areas, including the entire A row of laboratories. This makes those zones way more dangerous because if you die, you're walking for like 10 minutes to get back. Some players will love the increased challenge, others will absolutely hate it. Fast seat swapping and combat exploits, and this is where things get interesting and potentially broken. You can now swap between vehicle seats instantly using function keys. Driver to gunner and back happens in a split second, which makes small teams way more effective. But there are some serious exploits here. In buggies, if you swap back to driver while holding the fire button, the laser can get stuck firing automatically. In assault vehicles, switching seats while boosting can send you into freefall, but you can instantly recover by swapping back to pilot. In player versus player combat, this could create some really unfair advantages. I'm not sure if the developers intended this or if it's an oversight, but it definitely needs addressing. New weapons and gear sets. The new rocket launcher is pretty sweet. It has auto-lock targeting and doesn't require rare desert materials to craft. Just be careful in tight spaces because the splash damage can definitely kill you if you're not paying attention. They also added the skill master gear set that come with unique weapons and abilities. Trooper gets a special rifle, Mentite gets advanced gear, Planetologist focuses on environmental suits, Bene Gesserit gets a compact disruptor, and Swordmaster comes with an energy blade. And once you unlock these sets, they appear in your research tab so you can rebuild them if they get destroyed or wear out. All the crafting materials can be found around Hagga, which keeps everything local and convenient. Desert changes and sandworm behavior. Resource distribution in the deep desert is supposedly improved, though honestly, it looks pretty similar to me. Spice fields are supposed to generate more smoothly, but I found one area with 7 medium spice fields clustered together, which seems like way too many in one spot. The big change is sandworm behavior. Those massive creatures now check for nearby players before deciding where to surface. This should reduce those heart attack moments when a worm pops up right under your feet. You'll still get surprised sometimes. They can breach within a few hundred meters, but it's definitely safer overall. I did encounter one weird bug where I fell through the world into an endless void. The game eventually respawned me, and interestingly, my gear didn't take any durability damage, which suggests the game recognized this as a special case death. Final thoughts and recommendations. So, should you jump into Dune Awakening update 1.2 right now? Well, that depends on your tolerance for bugs and frustration. And keep in mind, this is just the test server and hopefully these bugs are addressed later, but if you're someone who gets really annoyed by crashes and laggy NPCs, I'd honestly wait a week or two for them to release some hotfixes. The main story being completely broken is a pretty big deal, and the interaction lag makes even simple tasks feel clunky. But if you don't mind working around some rough edges, there's definitely fun stuff to explore. The appearance changer is great, the new gear sets are cool, and the dynamic events add some life to the world. My recommendation, log in, mess around with the new features, do some side quests, and maybe test out that new rocket launcher. Just avoid the main story missions until they're fixed, and don't get too attached to any progress you make since this is still a test server. That's update 1.2 for Dune Awakening. Let me know in the comments what you think of the changes. Are you excited about the new features, or are the bugs too annoying? I'll be keeping an eye on future patches, so subscribe if you want updates when things get fixed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the desert.